pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head, and let me know if you find anything.
It feels heavy in my stomach.
Very good.
Like a pit.
Like a pit. Very good.
Connected to some anxiety.
Good. Let's take a look. We're going to take a deep look at that heaviness in the stomach, that pit, that anxiety. We're going to connect with it very deeply. And as we are connected in this way to that feeling of anxiety, if you could give that feeling a color, what would it be?
It's cloudy and mucky. It's like circling. And then so it's like a dirty, muddy color. And I'm watching it swirl around in my stomach.
Very good.
I can feel it swirling.
Okay, very good. And we're going to ask Michael to go ahead and place the net of light around that swirling sensation, just keeping it right there in the stomach. And so as we connect very deeply with that swirling sensation, that mucky, cloudy energy, as we connect very deeply, if that energy could speak to us, if it could speak, what would it say?
Please don't send me away.
Please don't send me away. Yes. And this energy that is scared that we are going to send it away, I first want this energy to know that we are here today to assist it and help it in any way that we can. Please do not be frightened or afraid. This energy that doesn't want us to find it and send it away, can this energy recall the last time that it had a physical human body?
19.
You were 19 years old.
Yes.
And were you male or female in that life?
Male.
Very good. And as you think back, as you drift back through time and space, back to that last time that you had a physical body, that very last day, tell me what was happening to you. What do you remember?
Being pulled.
What was it that was pulling you? Can you recall that?
I'm seeing what he looks like. I'm getting distracted with the red hair.
He has red hair. What's happening to him in that scene? Remember, you can simply just observe what's happening.
I don't understand. All I see is a rope around him being pulled.
Okay. And as you connect in to that scene even more deeply, are you able to see who is pulling you with this rope?
Dark entities.
Okay.
Oh, he's afraid. They've been trying to pull him since he died to their side. They've been trying to pull him in. That's what I see, is them pulling him into like a mist of darkness.
And why is it that these entities want to pull him into the darkness so badly? What are they trying to accomplish, or what are they?
To use me.
Okay.
They want to use me. That's why I'm afraid to leave. I'm safe here.
I see. I see. And this male energy, do you have a name that we can address you by?
Mark.
Mark, very good. Mark, we're here to help you. And the first thing that I want you to notice around you is we have the most beautiful and powerful archangels that are surrounding you now. Tell me when you see those angels.
The energy is trying to attach stronger to my stomach.
Very good. Michael is going to place that net around that energy that is trying to attach to the stomach. It is going to be kept nice and secure in the net of light. So, Mark, let's begin to understand a little bit more about why these energies are there. What else do you get? What comes through about their purpose? Why are they trying to affect Julie in this way? What do they want from her?
For her to succumb.
And why is that?
They're afraid of her. Her power, her abilities, her gifts. She's getting stronger.
Is that why there's so much interference in her life?
Yes.
And so as you are there with her attached, they are also trying to interfere with you as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to ask Michael to step forward, and Michael's going to share some information with us about these entities. Michael, what is it that we need to understand about these dark energies? What do we need to know?
They are no longer welcome here.
And what is it that we need to do? Julie has had quite a bit of interference for a long time with these dark entities and energies in her life. What is it that we need to do today to permanently remove them from her reality?
We can remove some, but not all.
Very good. Why is it that some of these energies need to remain?
Equal opposition, learning. He keeps saying multiply. I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Multiply what?
What does multiply mean?
Multiply efforts, multiply angelic beings, shielding, surrounding her, protecting, or multiplying, bringing in more, but they're multiplying.
Is it the angels that you see multiplying?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So these dark energies that are there, that are affecting Julie and that are also affecting Mark, is there anything that we need to understand about these particular energies, or can we go ahead and remove those today?
Remove them.
Very good. So I'm going to ask Michael to place that net of light around these dark energies that are affecting Julie and that are affecting Mark, and begin to remove and release them completely from her stomach, pulling them out and away using the net of light, feeling those energies release, feeling that cloudy, murky energy just begin to completely release from the body. Also disconnecting any energetic connections to Mark, feeling it up and out. Tell me when that energy is completely released.
I saw it. They lassoed them in white light. It was like a lasso. And when they removed them, they all put their hands on my stomach to bring some healing to my gut. I felt it, the light. I can see it still. They're still there. The light hands on my stomach.
Beautiful. And as that light goes into your stomach, I'd like for that light to also flow into Mark, that has been using that area as a protective, a place of safety, and allow Mark to also receive that light and any healing that he needs.
He's receiving it.
Beautiful. And so let's address Mark again. Mark, now that we have removed these entities that they've been bothering you, are you ready to go home to the light today?
Yes, they're embracing me. He's walking with them. He's
Wonderful.
he's his hair, his red hair is glowing. Shiny red hair.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm going to ask the angels to assist Mark in any healing that he needs and help him back into the light and back to the next part of his journey. And we send you with so much love and so much light. And so before you go, though, Mark, as you've been there with Julie, what are some of the issues that you've been creating for her so that we have an awareness of that?
Digestive issues,
Mm-hmm.
candida, gut problems.
Very good. Thank you for that, Mark. And if you were experiencing any of those issues in your past life, we'll ask the angels to heal that for you so that that will relieve you as well. And so, Julie, I want to begin to bring in that beautiful white light of Source. Again, I know that angels are already channeling that energy, but I want you to see that growing brighter and brighter in that space, asking Michael to cut any cords or connections to these entities, releasing any residual residue, closing any open portals within the body that will allow these energies to slip through. Tell me how that feels in that area now.
So much better. It feels almost like it's hard to explain. Like I feel skinnier, like
I love that.
lighter. But
Yeah.
I heard Michael say something to me.
What did he say?
He smiled and just said, "I've been working hard on you or busy with you." I can hear his thought energy saying that he's been there with me and he's been working hard for me, removing these entities all the time and hasn't left me.
Mm.
I feel his love and his hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for everyone who's constantly helping remove these entities and protecting me. I know that there's many of you.
So, Michael, can you help us to understand? Because she has dealt with some massive demonic attacks, massive energies coming at her for so long. Why is it that they are trying so hard to attack her? What does she need to understand about that power that she has within her?
Well, I saw him sit next to me. We're sitting in Indian style, and he's holding my hands face to face. And I just wanted to take a moment to enjoy that.
Yes, absolutely.
He just wants me to feel something through the hands.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
My hands are tingling with good positive energy. He wants me to feel safe and protected. They have my back.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I know it's been hard. You've been afraid. We understand that it's very scary. But you are growing. You are learning. You are moving through dark portals and coming to the light ones. You have to go through the dark portals to get to the light ones, to see more light, to ascend, to learn, to help others when they're afraid. You'll be a great strength to them. when they're in fear, you won't be afraid and you will help them. You will help them to connect to us, to feel us, because you can testify of us that we've been there to protect you. We don't want to talk about the negative on why they are doing what they are doing. Only to focus on the positive. You've had enough negative. You need to hear the positive. I just feel this connection. And I'm just taking it all in through my body. Because it feels safer than I have felt in a long time.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I said, you've had enough, but there's more to come. But don't be afraid. You're becoming less afraid. They will try harder. But you have us. And we are stronger and lighter and brighter than them.
When she has these attacks, when she feels the presence of negative energy, tell her specifically what she can do to keep herself protected.
Go to the higher dimensions. Visualize yourself there with us, protecting you. It will help you to not be as afraid. You go to these higher dimensions often to visit us when you're sleeping. You need to bring that with you to your awareness when you are awake and not just when you're asleep. Through meditation, through keeping yourself grounded. You have high energy, high emotion. We are teaching you to control your emotions so that you can stay in a safe space. We are teaching you how to do this through your husband, as he has been a great challenge for you. Through controlling, being able to control your emotions, your ego, and not allowing yourself to be triggered. You will stay grounded. It will be easier to go to the higher dimensions, to see more clearly what is going on, to understand what they are doing, why they are doing it. And then you will have more power to combat it.
Can you tell her a little bit about her role here on this earth at this time? What is her purpose or her mission?
To free souls. Wow, that came quick. To free souls. How do I free them? It comes naturally through your gifts. Many are in prison, parts of their spirits, their souls, they've been imprisoned. You will play a vital role in releasing these imprisoned souls and helping them to retrieve their lost soul parts, to become one with themselves, but also one with Source through using your gifts and seeing them as they truly are.
Is that part of the reason why she's had to experience so many attacks in order to give her an understanding of that so that she can help these souls?
Yes, exactly. There's a greater purpose in it, why we've allowed it to happen to the level that she's endured. We know it's been hard, but she's strong and she volunteered. It's funny because she keeps saying that she's afraid, but we don't see her like that. We don't see her afraid. This fear has come from past lives, this life. They know her very well, and they know where or how to trigger her. They've been watching her for a very long time. But so have we. And we also know how to help her. So when she feels alone and afraid and unable to see her power, we send her help. We know what helps her, what songs, what she needs in that moment, whether it be exercise, music, the outdoors, certain foods. We inspire her to hear us, to know what she needs to get grounded again and to feel safe again. She is only getting what we know she can handle and nothing more.
Beautiful. And now, in these 2 sessions that we've done together, we cleared quite a few entities off in the first session. And we've released Mark today and some darker energies. Can you do a scan of the body for me, please? And identify if there are any additional entities or energies that we need to assist her with releasing today.
Scanning now. We need to address the attack on her right side.
Yes. What's going on there?
We wanted her to feel what it felt like when she has us on the left protecting her, and when she's being attacked on the right, so that she could have greater understanding and learning on what it felt like, so that she can learn to pinpoint the attack. There was a weakness in her body, and that's where they attacked, was the weakness in her right knee and her lower back. This has been going on since her husband cheated on her, the lower back, and she hasn't fully cleared it.
And so, as we focus in on the right knee and the lower back, is there anything that's attached there? Are these energies that need to be released? What needs to happen in those areas?
She worked on releasing some last night. We feel there is more that we can release at this time for her. We are going to focus in on the knee first. It's residual energy.
Let me know how you're releasing that for her, if you can.
We're showing her a visual of how we're doing it and what is there. She's seeing how it got stuck, and we're pulling it out like a string, this residual energy. It's almost gone. It should be released. It's attached. It's attached to, this is all connected to the pain that she went through with her husband's infidelity. Why are we calling it infidelity? Because it was infidelity. You have not fully embraced that. It was infidelity. And by you coming to that realization fully will help you clear the rest of this residual negative energy that's been stuck.
Good. And can we bring a healing energy down through that right side to assist those energies with releasing? Would that be appropriate?
Yes.
What color should we use?
She always wants white, but we feel she needs some purple.
Very good. So we'll use a combination of that beautiful white light and the purple light. And let's begin to just flow that in gently through the crown, allowing that energy to flow in, swirling through the crown, down into the face and the third eyes, receiving any activations or energy that the third eye needs. Bringing that down through the throat chakra, expanding that energy out, swirling it through, really focusing that energy on the right side of the body. And as that energy flows through, we're setting the intention that that energy is going to release any of that density, any of that residual energy remaining from that experience with her husband, pulling it down the right side of the body, down the center of the body, flowing it over there to the right side, really amplifying that purple energy, that white energy. Feeling it flow into that lower back. As it flows into the lower back, it's going to expand out, becoming stronger and brighter, allowing any of that energy that's been stuck there to gently begin to release. And we'll ask the angels to continue to pull that energy out feeling that energy flow down through the center of the body, through all of the lower chakras, swirling through the heart, releasing any density from the heart, any pain that you've been holding, breaking down any of those walls that you built around your heart to protect it. Just allow that energy to flow down into those knees, especially on that right side as it disconnects that cord, those connections, just allowing them to begin to just float away from the body as they are no longer needed. And receiving a strong energy through that right side that's going to bring the right and the left half of the body back into perfect balance. Back into perfect balance. Tell me how that feels or what you notice now.
I don't feel any pain. It feels very just relaxed. And I feel this light energy going through and this swirling energy. We need to address the back still.
Yes.
This is going to be hard to explain.
Mm-hmm.
We have sent her thought energy, but for her understanding to say it in words is confusing. The back energy or the back pain that she has experienced since the infidelity has come on and off, it's been triggered through controlling emotions when she feels that she needs to take control. And it's connected to her hormones because of her, what's the word? Not vulnerability. As a woman, she feels more deeply.
Mm-hmm.
And it's connected to her hormones with the infidelity and the back. They're all connected because as a woman, she has felt betrayed at the highest level. Her heart was hurt in ways that she's still healing from. And by her fully acknowledging what occurred, but being able to let it go and release it at this time, we will be able to bring her healing to the hormones and the lower back because they are connected.
Very good. And do you feel like she's at that place where she can begin to fully release that energy?
Yes, she has had an awareness of the infidelity at its fullest. We have sent that, and she has acknowledged it, and she is ready to release it. She was in denial before she was protecting him, but by fully acknowledging it, it helps him release more and her release more.
Very good. And is there anything else that we maybe didn't cover in the first session? Anything else that she needs to know or understand about that experience that would be helpful for her today?
He was under severe attack because of her ascension. They were trying to stop her from ascending and sent in higher levels of darkness to attack and to persuade him. He was not in a good place. We are sending her some of his thought energy during this time so that she may have more empathy to understand what was going on during that time. with him and the level of attack he was under, because they know that he is her protector, and they are trying to separate them. Not just separate them, but like sever any ties that they could have with each other moving forward, which is why they came on so strong.
You've given her some things that she can do to protect herself from future attacks. But how can she help her husband? How is it that she can help him to stay safe, especially when he is not quite as aware of these things as she is?
This is a very, very good question that we have been trying to help her understand and to learn. We are helping him come along and teaching him, but there are some things that she can do. Number one, don't fall for it. You have enough awareness now that you should be able to recognize their tactics. They're the same tactics they always use. So by you being more aware, which is also why we have allowed some of the experiences you've had and lifted our protection and the veil, so that you can have more open awareness, because it's spiritual warfare and this is war. And they use tactics and you can use tactics. So now that you are aware of their tactics, don't fall for them. Don't be triggered. You've learned how to stay grounded, and you've learned how to transmute that energy when it comes in. So continue to do that, and we will continue working with him. You both are getting stronger. He is becoming more aware of your attacks, as we have shown him through dream. And he is becoming more aware of his role to protect you, which in return is helping him to not be so influenced so easily.
Very good. And so, how is that back looking now? Have you been able to release some more of those energies for her, or what else does she need?
We've been working on it. We are scanning again. We feel that we have removed it all. All we see is light in that space. We have replaced the negative with the light.
Wonderful. And so you said that right side, those things were connected to the hormones. So after this session, will she begin to experience more of a regulation with those hormones, or what else does she need to know about that?
Yes, but she also needs to do more work. Whenever there has been physical and spiritual damage, there needs to be some spiritual and physical healing. We feel that she would benefit from seeing a specialist, to a natural specialist who specializes in hormone therapy in a natural way that she could benefit from, as well as continuing her meditation with intention of regulating her hormones and sending healing frequencies, and diet and exercise. All of these things will play a role in helping to continue the healing process for her as a woman who has had a lot of, not damage, experienced a lot of negative energy frequencies to those female parts of her body. They have received a lot of attacks.
And does that go back lifetimes for her that she's experienced that? Or is that all from this life?
She has had many past lives where she has experienced much trauma.
Mm-hmm.
She is starting to bring those past lives together as we are headed towards an overlap in the time continuum. We are bringing those other parts of us together. Something came in that we need to clear out so that the channel can be clear.
Very good. What is that just came through? What do you sense?
We are bringing it to her awareness. Something broke through the time continuum. It's a creature.
Mm-hmm. What is this creature?
It's got 3 fingers, claw-like fingers.
Mm-hmm. Is this a being that's attached to her, or is this something separate of her?
It's trying to interfere with the connection.
Mm-hmm. Can we ask Michael to go ahead and place the net of light around this being?
Yes.
Okay. So placing the net of light around this being that's trying to break through. And as this being is being safely contained in Michael's net, what is it that we need to understand about this being? What is his intent in this session?
We don't need to give him much energy. We just need to repair the time continuum tear connection
Very
with
good.
some light.
Very good. And just let me know when that's been completed.
Yes, it has been repaired. We have her in the word is coming through as a vestibule,
Mm-hmm.
like a spaceship
Mm-hmm.
protecting me. I can see it. I'm in some sort of like, all I can think of is it's like when the spaceship goes up into space and then part of it disconnects.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm in one of those right now. It's for my protection. I've been feeling like they're moving me to different dimensions for my safety, to keep me protected through the session.
Very good. Let me know what you experience with that.
A lot of movement, swirling, feeling like I'm in space, floating. But it feels very safe, but I don't feel like there's anything around me, as in I'm in a very safe space.
Very good. And so this time continuum that you were tapping into, Tell us a little bit more about what that is and how this being was able to come through as she was connecting with that.
Through a portal,
Mm-hmm.
a black hole. But the 3-finger claws were like tearing through it. It looked like a rhinoceros kind of creature
Mm-hmm.
with his horn and his fingers. But it's fine now. We were able to repair it, and we strengthened the outer shell so that we can continue.
Very good. And will this being be sent back to where it came from, or how are these beings handled, these darker ones?
We're showing her how we sucked him through the whole black hole back to where he came from, like a vacuum. That's what we're showing her. That's the best way to explain to her understanding. But it was through love and light, always.
Yes. Very good. Very good. So moving back.
Level.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, he was a level 3 dark creature.
Mm.
So we sent him back to that space.
And when you say level 3, how would we be able to understand what a level 3 is?
There's levels of darkness and levels of light, and they have to do certain things in their past probations to get to those certain levels. And they have to do with eternities, numbers. It's layered. It's information that we can't bring through at this time because it's higher mysteries of the kingdom. But all she needs to know is that a level 3 dark being is mid-level darkness. And she has had some level 7 darkness beings attack her, which is why it was so intense.
We had quite a bit of interference before the session today. The connection kept dropping. Was that an interference by these beings that we were working with earlier?
Yes, and her anxiety or fear of not being able to have the session, or the fear of having the session of what was going to come through because of her last session was so intense. She added to that they used her anxiety and fear for the interference. They manipulated that energy.
I see.
We were
able to get that.
Yeah, we were working with her at the beginning with releasing her anxiety and fear of what she might see in the garden, which is why we brought in what we brought in right away to protect her. With Michael, with some of the angelic beings to help ground her, to help with the anxiety, which is why we focused on the stomach first.
Very good. Very good. And what is her connection with the angelics? Does she have a strong connection with them?
Yes. 2 of them came in and were holding her hand at the beginning of the session to help ground her. One of them was Michael. The other one, we don't have permission to tell her at this time, but she just needs to know that she loves her very much. She is female, and she will be ready soon to know who she is.
Tell me more about your connection. What is Julie's connection to the Lost City of Atlantis? What does she need to know about that?
I'm flying across the city. I can see myself flying above the city. I think it might be turning dark, the city, as I'm scanning it.
Why is it turning dark?
Something happened there.
What is it that
No.
happened to turn that city dark? Or that place?
Greed. It's not, it's interference again. It's what they want me to believe. I saw some dark, it's dark matter coming in to overshadow. They don't want me to see the truth.
Very good. And we're going to ask Michael to assist us with this dark matter, this dark energy, using that net or whatever tool Michael would like to use. What is this energy that's coming in again to this session?
It's very black, and it looks like a cloud, but not quite. It's very jagged, and it's like matter. It's dark energy matter, and it's hovering over the city, trying to block me from seeing. They don't want me to see.
Let's call forward all of the angels that are here with us today, because I know we have an amazing team of angels with us. And let's begin to shine our light right into that darkness, into that cloud.
Yes.
Tell me what happens.
It's dispersing. It's like breaking up into little pieces and falling down into it's like falling but dispersing and then dissolving. It's very strong light hitting it, and then it's shining on the city. It's very beautiful city. It's lit up. It's like shining with it's not like gold. It's like the light of the people are making it shine.
Tell me more about this city.
They're looking up in the sky, like it's happening now, almost like they're aware of it. It's the overlap of the time continuum we were talking about before. There's something happening. We're getting closer to. The shift has to do with all major events throughout time overlapping to happen at the same time, bringing ourselves together, all of ourselves from other dimensions and other time periods. This is really beautiful. Like I can feel it, like it has an energy. It's more beautiful and powerful than we can imagine. We're talking about Moses crossing the Red Sea, and we're talking about major events. This is, and the Lost City of Atlantis is connected to it. And the people are cheering. and their light's getting brighter. I can feel it coming into the sky. It's like they're part of it. This has got to be connected to inner earth. I just feel that so strongly.
Mm. And so, as you connect in with inner earth, tell me what comes through. How is all this connected?
It's all connected. Like it's bigger than we can imagine. We're connected to them. They're connected to us. To all of us, like all dimensions of time. It's this overlap that they're trying to make, like a figure eight. When a figure eight overlaps.
An infinity symbol.
Yes, yes. We're about to hit that place. It's so beautiful. I feel myself like coming together in a way, like bringing dimensions together. And these people, they look small to me because I'm higher up, but I know they're not small. Like I feel of their heart energy. I feel connected to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Are these beings in Atlantis or beings in inner earth that you're seeing?
I'm hearing it's one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I've lived there. I've been with these people. They know me. I know them. Like there's this heart connection. Everything looks so green and beautiful. It almost feels like it's out of an animation movie in some way, because its colors are so vibrant. I want to go. I don't want to be floating. I want to be down there with them.
Does this place that you're looking at, does it have a name? Does anything come to mind?
It's not the name of the place, it's what they stand for that's coming
Mm-hmm.
through.
Okay.
And I keep hearing a place of freedom and free will.
Beautiful.
A place where you can be your truest self. A place of humility. A place of gratification in ways that you can't comprehend, that do not come from the ego.
Mm.
It's a very symbolic place. I'm seeing flashes of the symbolisms around the area. Numbers and symbols and buildings, but they're not like buildings. Shapes.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like this is a place that we're going to eventually merge with in a sense, or do you feel like this is a place where we're headed, an experience that we're heading into?
The right word isn't merge. They're part of us. It's bringing them to light, bringing them into sight and light. Part of the awakening. Some of us go there often to be with them, to learn, to connect. I go there often, is what they're telling me.
Do you do that in dream time?
Yes, but they are aware, not aware. They are excited because they know that I was able to experience that while awake the other day, which they said is a marker in the road.
What was that experience?
When I was driving with Julie and saw their city, the Lost City, and I felt them cheering us on. They were so excited that I experienced that and that I connected to that while awake and not asleep. They want me to experience more things like that awake because it will help me to trust myself and what I'm seeing more, and then I will see more. If I trust in what I'm seeing and believe it, then I'll be able to see more. It was a marker for me because I acknowledged it and I asked questions and I believed it. And so more is to come. I hear more is to come.
So as she experienced that and being able to see that city, she feels like she went through a portal in order to see that. Is that what happened, or was she just able to see it?
It's both. She went through a portal, but was also seeing another dimension. And there's something with that area, that space, that road, that land, which is why she was able to see it. Something connected, sacred. Oh, something to do with the light is getting pushed out to push out the darkness. And the area closest to that area is Las Vegas, which is very dark. And it's preparing to cleanse that area. There's light preparing, portals opening, light portals opening, preparing to push out the darkness. I'm just seeing these openings and this light coming through.
And so as these portals open, that light will pour into these darker areas. Is that correct? To cleanse the energies?
Yes, and I'm hearing some of the darkest places were once some of the lightest places.
How will a place like Las Vegas, where there are a lot of dark energies, how will that begin to transform as that light pours in? What will those people notice?
It first needs to be cleansed. This has to do with Mother Earth and Gaia's mission in resetting them back to the way that they were. And the reason they became so dark is because the darkness knows how light they were, so they put extra darkness there. I just saw Vegas after the cleansing. I felt it. I felt the city become very light. And souls being healed. So it's Mother Gaia taking these dark cities and almost cradling them. She brings them to her womb, treats them like her child, and cleanses them as a rebirth, as a child is born with greater light to come than we've ever seen in those areas.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And so, as she was experiencing seeing that city of Atlantis when she was driving, she said she felt like she was doing something with vortexes. Was that part of that? What was she experiencing there? Bringing together vortexes, something like that?
Oh my goodness. Across. I just had an aha moment.
What's that?
I've been being taught about a cross. My higher self just showed me this, but I want to talk with this through with my higher self.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been being shown a cross and the third eye, and how the third eye makes a cross, and how it's related, and how Christ was on a cross when he was crucified, and it's all symbolic and connected. And then they told me about Ghostbusters movie and about how to not cross the streams. In that movie, they're told not to cross the streams, and it makes like a cross. And when they do this, they're told not to do it, but they do it because they realize, I was told again about this last night in dream, I remember now, when they cross the streams, it eliminated those darker beings, and this light that came through these lasers, or what they were, when they crossed them, it did something, and it eliminated them. And so when it told us in the movie not to cross the streams, it actually is the opposite. We have to flip it. And so when I was something with the vortexes, I was just shown that they're all connected, that when you bring them together in the form of a cross, these, I don't know if they're time continuums or if they're dimensions that are coming together, but in the form, it has great power. There's something that we have the ability to do that will help eliminate the darkness. And I brought in the city of light. I brought in the Lost City of Atlantis by doing so with my third eye. It was my third eye is how I did it. That's how I saw it. And it's all connected. And it's bigger than I understand, but they're teaching me line upon line, and something I will do in the future to eliminate some of this darkness with one of the gifts that I have. And they're continuing to teach me and putting the dots together. There's more to it. I don't know if it's all going to come through, but I feel like I connected some dots with the vortexes and bringing them together. It's something I will do more in the future.
That's incredible.
So they keep telling me don't cross the streams, but they want me to flip that energy. They want me to flip it, like going cross-eyed and all those things, to open up my third eye more. It's all connected.
Very good. Anything else for her that's important for her to know today about that?
I heard my higher self say, well done.
Very good. She wants to know a little bit more about her connection to her friend Julie. What's their mission together here on Earth at this time?
I see fireworks going off. I feel like that mind blown emoji. Uh, there's so much there. Where do we begin? Can we become more specific?
Okay, let's see. What role What role are they playing in each other's lives right now? How are they helping each other to grow and expand?
I have a very deep, strong connection. There's a vibration coming through my headphones.
What is that vibration?
It's, I've never heard it before. I'm trying to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not high, it's not low, it's an energy frequency. They turned up the frequency. It's like a tapping almost.
Is this interference or is this something you're receiving from the higher dimensions?
That's a good question. That's interference.
Mm-hmm. Let's ask Michael if he can remove this interference.
They're trying to muffle, put earmuffs over my ears.
Mm-hmm. We're going to call in the angels of light that are here with us to just make sure that she's nice and safe and protected, that those earmuffs cannot affect her.
That's clearing. That was interesting. I'm just going to get a little more grounded.
Mm-hmm. We'll ask the guides to send some nice white light all the way through the body, allowing that energy to flow deep down into Gaia as we connect with Gaia, bringing your energy into perfect balance and alignment.
Julie is Gaia.
Tell me about that.
She is this big energy. I'm feeling her connection. She is a version, form, split of Gaia, Mother Mary. It's very sacred. I don't know what I have permission to share.
Mm-hmm. Is she like a fractal of these beings, or is she imprinted with part of what they are or what they represented?
Imprinted is closer,
Okay.
has higher vibration,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the exact verbiage.
Okay.
It's I don't know the language. I don't know the word,
That's okay.
but I feel it. I feel
Just a
of,
very strong connection.
yeah, I feel of what she is and who she is and how that came about. It's a feeling that I don't know if I can put into words.
Mm-hmm.
But the connection, I am a split of her. Therefore, I I am part of Gaia, which is why I feel the shakings, the rumbles, the cleansing. through Julie, through her, it's like we're all connected.
Mm-hmm. So she was receiving some information that was coming through about Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene being one of these splits that she's talking about, and then also Gaia and Sophia and the Heavenly Mother being a split. What can you share with her about that? What does she need to understand?
We've been trying to teach her line upon line. When we taught her about physical birth and spiritual birth, that is in relation to what we are trying to teach her in relation to how these spirits split. So physical birth, mother and father, their part of their DNA is part of that child in a physical form. In spiritual birth, spiritual creation, there's spiritual DNA that goes into creation. And then there's intention. And there's different ways to create at different levels with intention that goes into the creation. Not only the intention, but the love connection, the love energy between those who are creating. As spiritual beings are created through these higher dimensional beings, their spiritual DNA is created through them to be part of them as a split of them. So Julie is my heavenly mother. She spiritually created me. I'm resisting. There's a block.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
Let's focus in on that block for just a moment. Just bringing in that beautiful white light, flowing it through the body. And as that white light flows in, it's going to illuminate anything that's blocking. Tell me what you see.
I don't want to reject the information coming in. I want to trust it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know I can trust it.
So just be in a place right now where you can simply allow the information to flow in, knowing that you can think about it and analyze it and decide how you feel about it at a later time. But be in a place of simply just allowing it to flow in today so that at least you have it. At least it's coming through.
I can see my higher self right now as a the only way to describe this is like the Avenger movie, the one who light, she can create lightning, holding one arm fist in the sky.
I feel like I should know this, but Captain America?
No.
Not that one. I should know this
Marvel,
one.
Marvel.
Marvel. Okay.
Marvel. Well, this this is big energy.
I will be looking it up after the session.
I can something. I can something with lightning and light, and I can fly. I can see myself. I can fly. She's she's trying to help me see myself. She's lighting up and flying around, and there's something with the light. Create light, manipulate light. No, not create light. Transform, transmute, transcend light, energy. I can do it with my hands, filling it in my hands. I can do something with my hands. It's got, whoa, okay. It's coming to the fingertips. Oh, that's a lot of power right there that I maybe shouldn't use right now.
Are you feeling that come through your hands now, or are you?
Oh yeah.
Seeing
oh no, it's coming through my hands. Like I feel like I could do something right now with them. It's very intense. It's my fingertips. With light energy, I feel like I'm supposed to practice it, like moving it, feeling it, pushing it, expanding it. I'm mimicking what she's doing right now. I'm supposed to ask you if you can feel this.
You wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I've got my hands up to the screen and I'm trying to pull in the energy from your hands. So yes, I can feel it.
Oh, wow.
I can absolutely.
I feel like we're supposed to connect, like we're supposed to go hand in hand right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling my hands. I have a lot of tingling energy through them. So
by us connecting, it will run through our bodies in a way that's like electrifying. Woo!
I feel it.
It's
girl, you are powerful.
So are you. I can feel you too, though. We're supposed to connect in a way to, like, because of our missions, separate and together. Oh my word, it's just so intense. I want to just, what can I do with this to help bring light and like help others? It's so like beautiful.
What do we do with this energy?
Yeah, what do we do with this energy?
So what does she need to know about this energy that's coming through her hands? How should she be using that in her life?
Practice. Now that she's felt it, it will come again. Try to bring it forth again, and then practice using it in ways to bring light and love to others who are suffering. Help them to bring that light source in. It's coming from source. I'm bringing it in from source and then bringing it to them to help with some healing and to raise their frequencies. And this has to do with my gift of being able to turn 3-strand DNA into helping convert it to 12-strand DNA. It's part of my mission to help those to convert, to become higher level beings, to convert that energy, to transmute it, transcend it, translate it. In the translation process, this is really, really difficult for me.
You're doing great. How does she do that? The DNA, is she doing that through the energy in her hands, or is she doing that in a different way?
It's projecting the light from source through her body and then projecting it out to them energetically, but also through her words, through her faith, through her fearlessness, through her boldness. It will be felt. It has a ripple effect. The more that she brings herself together through her, not just her higher self. We've been trying to teach her this. It's not just her higher self, it's her childlike being as well. It's bringing through all of herself together, becoming like a little child, brings in humility and love in a way that doesn't have judgment. It's empathetic. It's a beautiful connection to their soul. And we're teaching her how to do that. It's bringing dimensions together. It's bringing herself together. And as she does this, she will become more powerful in a light way, not in what the darkness will want her to become. That's why they want her, is because of this power and because she's learning to do this. It's bringing it all together in a way that will help others to do it for themselves. She will teach them how to do it for themselves so that we can all rise up for a final battle. She prepare them for that battle to remove the darkness once and for all.
What does that final battle look like? What can you share with us about that?
They literally just said, go watch a Marvel movie.
I've watched them all.
And so Avengers.
There we go. That's all we need.
That's apparently very it's like the darkness is literally putting it right in front of our face.
Yeah.
But there's so much light as well coming through them to help us to find our power from within us and what we are capable of. She's still floating above me. I just keep seeing her. I know there's more, but I just don't know if I'm ready for it. Am I ready to hear what she
anything
has?
else? Yeah, anything else you want to tell her that she's ready to hear today? Anything important for her to know about this power that she has running through her and how she can use it?
You were chosen. You don't believe it now, but you will. You were chosen. There is more we want to share. When you are ready, having to do with Peter Pan, Hook, lost souls. Why you're here now. What you chose and volunteered for, but yet you were also chosen, but it was still your choice. It was still your choice. You will be in battle. You will have to fight some of those darker entities. But we are preparing you, and you will win. Not just you. I'm seeing them come together. There's many of us that will fight this battle. I see shields. I see us joining hands, creating a line of blockage. We are pushing forward our shields. We're walking forward. We're pushing the darkness out. We're pushing it out. And there's so much light behind us. And we're all marching forward. And there's many of us. We will prevail. We will prevail. There's something with choices. Let's see. So I was asking in my thoughts, haven't we already prevailed? And I'm getting that the plan is fluid. Yes, light will win, but those involved, the plan is fluid and they're still making their choices. There's something on the shield. There's a symbol. It's like with the hands I'm doing over my heart, something about unity and coming together. I can see some kind of a symbol having to do with unity and love and the heart. Don't know what that means. They just showed me it, but I don't know what it means.
So something that you'll understand in time, or?
Yes, but the fact that I'm doing it right now is like symbolic. I'm like, it's like connecting us in the universes. It's symbolic. Unity, coming together, heart, energy, connecting to source in some kind of unity. I feel like we're all connecting together, and it's a symbol that I remember. It's something I remember, and it's bringing us together. It's time. It's time. There's like there's this energy connection between us all, but some are still making their choices. So we're going to ask for maybe some love and light to be sent to them, those that are struggling.
Absolutely. Let's ask all of the angels that are with us today to join us, and all of the beings of light, the teams that are here with us. And we'll focus our energies for just a moment on those who are struggling to make those decisions and who need a little light to shine down upon them to help release some more of that density and open up that connection. They have clarity.
That feels so light. That's like a breath of fresh air.
Beautiful. Anything else that you want to share with her about any of the things that we've been talking about so far? Anything else important that she needs to know? today?
She needs to continue to trust herself. She's doubted herself a lot. Her intuition. She's doubted the things we've been telling her. We know it's a lot, and we know it's hard to comprehend, but to believe it, to trust what we are sharing with her, to trust in her intuition, to trust in who she is, and to not allow those dark entities to come in and to tell her the opposite and otherwise. We understand it's hard because they are pushing hard and they are bringing in all of their last resources because they realize that their time is getting short and they are losing.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember that they are losing, and to not listen to those things that they are telling you that go against what you know to be true in your heart and in your soul about the plan, about yourself. We know you can do this. There's more to come. We have more to share, but you've done great today, and we're so proud of you.
Beautiful. And just touching back briefly on this, is there anything that she needs to know, anything else she needs to know about her connection to her friend Julie? Just
Yes,
anything. Okay, go ahead.
there's so much more. um, we just don't know if she's quite ready for it. Let's see
Okay.
what we have permission to tell her. Okay, we have shown you that you will be in battle with her and you will be on her right side. You need to ask more about that.
Is that me or her friend Julie?
Her friend Julie.
Okay. Okay, good. But I'll be there too if I need to be.
You're going into your own battles.
Okay, thank you.
You have a huge role ahead of you as well. And she is part of you. She is part of helping you also to come into that role. This is a role that she plays, is helping those come into the role that they volunteered for. It's part of her mission.
Beautiful.
And that's why we connected you to her. We were a little upset from the first session. Didn't quite go as we hoped it would. But that's because of some of the fear energy that she's still dealing with some of these entities. But we've been working with her for the last month, and she has gotten stronger. It was helpful in a way, that session, because it helped her to get pissed. She does not want to be attacked at this level anymore. And the more angry she gets, she's using that anger for light.
Mm-hmm.
She's using it to say, no more. I've had enough. You can't do this to me. She is becoming more empowered, using more of her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And the more she does this, the more people she will be able to help do the same. And so it's all for a greater purpose, but there is more with Julie. The biggest thing that we can tell her at this time is that she's had a shift lately with their relationship to a new awareness, and she needs to run with that. She needs to run with that new awareness and to trust it. And as she does, more will be revealed.
Very good. And she just wanted to just dive in a little bit deeper, the bloodshed that had happened on the land where she lives, she wants to know, is there anything that we can do to bring more healing to that land? Are there any souls that need assistance crossing over today? Anything you can share with us?
Yes. We're showing her a visual right now, not of the bloodshed, but of the lost souls wandering the property. She's connecting to them. We want to help bring them to the light. So we are going to use our hands together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just you and her. So we are going to all do this. This is a learning thing, a teaching moment.
Yes.
We are going to help. So I'm seeing, wait, what's coming through now? It's not just my guides, it's yours too. Oh, this is becoming bigger. So we're just going to let them sit here for a minute as we bring them together and feel the energy come through. Connect. We are going to have the intention of using the light within us, and we are projecting it out. We are going to visualize our hands. Okay. We are not placing them on them. We are creating light around them so that they feel safe. Coming together to create this light surrounding them so they feel it, they feel the light, and they can feel our love for them. And gently, we are going to push them in a way, if they are ready, to direct them to the light, to show them where the light is. As a whole, as a collection, they're gathering. We are now going to place our hands on the land with the light coming from source, connecting to Gaia. We are going to push the light through that land underneath the home and on that street in the surrounding areas. We are going to project that light out to bring healing to the land, and those that are there will feel it rising through them. And those angels will be waiting for them to embrace them with love. We will bring in them archangels, Archangel Michael, to welcome them home with light and love and healing. They are moving towards the light. What are you feeling right now?
I could feel the energies moving through my hands as you were talking, and just getting a visual of these spirits gathering and just moving into the light of source.
I feel like they're teaching me. I feel like I'm still learning, but I felt it and I felt them moving. And I feel like it's something that we should continue trying to practice.
Okay.
To keep learning and seeing what we can do with that, like healing the land and coming together with others. But it felt so, I felt it through. I felt it. It was so amazing.
Beautiful.
I feel lighter. Do you feel lighter?
Yes.
Does the land feel lighter?
Yeah, I could feel the energy around my hands. It almost feels like to me a swirling motion.
Yes.
Like it's moving in a circular motion around my hands. So I can feel that.
Me too. And now, and it's like it's releasing. Like it's like it. it's finished. I
Mhm.
hear like like we did some good work.
Beautiful. Very good. Well, we got to help some
Mhm.
souls and do a little learning ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Whew. My hands now feel the tingling has gone, but they feel
Yeah.
lighter. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel warmth in my soul and in my heart. I think there's this warmth there. I'm excited for what's to come because I feel like my higher self is excited, and I feel like that's coming through. I feel this connection to her.
Mhm. I love it. And that was one of her questions. You know, we've been getting a lot of these energies off and clearing things out. She's feeling the higher self come through even more. So after this session, what is she going to experience with her connection to her higher self?
We're both excited. um, more work to be done, more learning, more training on how to use the gifts that have been given. It's going to come through more to connect to me more. Try visualizing what you saw today. That will help because there's this energy source connected now in a way that wasn't there before. It's as you it's having to do with the light and the lightning. As I had an awareness, like if I can visualize that higher self up in the sky, because I've seen it now, I feel like it's going to come through more. I feel like it's going to connect me more, and it will like bring to remembrance of that feeling and what it felt like and how to bring that through and to trust it, because right now I feel so trusting, and that is something that I struggle with, is that trusting. I almost feel as I'm speaking and I'm saying it's because we are connected in a way where it is me.
Yes.
It's not, I don't need to say her because it's me.
Yes.
I feel that connection. I feel my higher self right now. I feel like I am my higher self right
Very
now.
integrated.
Yes, yes, yes. And it feels so peaceful and so joyful and so trusting. Trustworthy is like the only word that like keeps coming to mind, because
Mhm.
that has been so hard for me in the past, is to trust myself, and I trust myself so much right now. And it feels so good.
Mhm.
It feels so good. And I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't want that feeling to go away. It's just I want it to stay forever.
Mhm.
So I'm going to remember this. Yeah, I'm going to remember what this feels like and how to bring this through. And
And so after this session, you should be able to connect even more easily into that energy, into that feeling and sensation just through some meditation.
yes, it's like when I started practicing opening up my third eye, and I could see the matter moving, and I kept practicing that, and it got easier and easier, like riding a bike, to where I could bring that through, and I could connect, and I could open up that third eye. I feel like that's similar to this.
Mm, beautiful. Very good. I think the only other thing that she was interested in learning a little bit more about was um, about her husband and her daughter, her oldest daughter. Anything that she needs to know, are We talked a little bit about her husband has been influenced by some darker entities. Is that happening with her daughter? Anything she needs to know about that?
Yes, her daughter is very sensitive to spiritual things. And because of that, she's very sensitive to the opposite. And so she needs to have more learning, and it will come. And I can have more patience through that, as she is still young and needs time to grow and understand what is influencing her. Her sensitivity to the spirits has came with her. It's one of her gifts, but because of that, it can also um, affect her in a negative way because of the sensitivity that at the level that she experiences it. She allows in those influences. Um, when she was a baby, this is difficult. I felt that she rejected me and my energy because she is very sensitive to that energy, and I am very high energy, and that was a conflict between us. But it wasn't that she was rejecting me, it was that it's she's so sensitive to the energy, and so we're helping each other to grow. She When she comes into my energy space, she helps to ground me. But when I push my energy onto her, it's too much. I need to be more respectful of that she's not ready for that type of higher energy at this point, because she's still learning to understand where it's coming from and where it's coming from, and if it's coming from light sources or negative sources. I also feel that there is something blocking us. It just came up. There's something there on our line.
Like between me and
There's
you?
no between me and her, between
Okay.
me and her. Um,
What is that
oh,
there as you
oh,
tune into it?
it's a dark, dark creature on four legs.
Okay. Let's bring
It's
Michael in.
it's it's alien like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right there, right between us.
Is it
So
attached like to a cord that's
yes,
connected?
yes.
Okay. So we're going to ask Michael to go ahead and just place the net of light around this creature that is between the two of you and go ahead and to remove that being. And as that being is being removed, we are going to pour a beautiful golden white light over that cord and that connection. And it begins to heal and strengthen the connection between the two of you.
He's resisting.
Mm-hmm. We'll call in the warrior angels to surround this being and assist Michael.
It just put out a high pitched frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what it did, but he put it out there. I thought high pitched frequencies were of light. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. It's the way it communicates
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
frequency.
yeah, yeah.
Tell me as the angels begin to surround this being what happens. And is there any other assistance that we need to call in?
No, it's regressing. It's pulling back. It's shrinking actually.
Okay.
And the squeal is getting less squealy.
Okay, good.
Okay. Maybe we could send it some light.
Absolutely. Asking the angels, directing that light. I will send my light as well to this being to assist it in any way that it is ready to receive.
I was told he was sent there by a higher, darker being.
Mm-hmm.
And
Has that being been on their connection for a while, or is that something new?
3 years.
Okay.
Oh, it's in connection with the trauma of the divorce, me filing for divorce. It's was placed there by a higher darkness being, as a curse on our line, with holding some of these contracts. It's connected to downloads of the trauma. It's we need to remove some downloads that were placed in Andalyn to remember the trauma that was, it's replaying in her head over and over again from what went on between Johnny and I with the divorce, and her feeling there's some emotions coming up. It's it has to, this is hurting my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Has to do with her feeling like she had to be the mother to protect me, like play a different role.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot for her, and I'm feeling that emotion coming up. She has some resentment towards me because of me not being able to be the mom that I needed to be there for her. In return, and she was there, felt like she had to be the mom for me. And she's angry that I haven't done the work from my childhood, the trauma from my childhood. She knows I've suppressed it deep down. Maybe that's for another session.
That's what I'm thinking. We'll let that one go today and
Yeah,
we'll work on that in another
not
session.
sure I'm ready to go
Mm-hmm.
there. I've buried that pretty deep, but
That's okay. We've
she
been
has
going
some
for quite a
resentment.
while
Yeah,
today anyway, but
yeah.
yes.
So if we could just send her some healing
Yeah.
energies, some light.
Are those downloads like that are playing there? Is that anything that needs to be removed or we
Yes,
can remove for her today?
yes, they need to be destroyed, and they are. They have some coverings over them, so we need to remove the coverings
Okay. What
so
can we
that
use to remove those coverings? Any specific tool?
um, it's glass. They've put glass around these downloads, so we need to shatter the glass. Oh, and she's put some of them there for her own protection, but I feel that she's ready. It's connecting to me that I'm part of this. Like, by me helping to destroy this for her, it's going to help her heal. Like, I need to be part of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's breaking the glass so that we can get to them.
Why don't you visualize yourself with a
Yeah.
hammer or any sort of device that you can use to begin to break that glass? Let me know what happens.
Yeah. I've gotten there. I've broken the glass. I was there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I'm getting to the downloads, and we are going to destroy them. We're going to ask for help from Michael the Archangel to help us destroy these downloads.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to remove any contracts that are attached to them, any curse energy, and any attachments from that alien-like being that we removed. I feel like they were attached somehow.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to ask for them to be removed. And then as they're removing, I need to get to her. She needs to feel of me giving her a hug. So I'm going to visualize this.
Very good.
Embracing her heart to heart so that our hearts connect and our energy connects and can flow through heart to heart. She can feel my love for her and for the sorrow that I feel for putting her through all of that pain.
And I'm going to ask the angels to send some of that extra beautiful love energy and surround you. And as that energy flows in, we're going to request that both of your auras be strengthened and repaired. Any open portals that need to be closed and any tears or fissures in the aura are becoming nice and strong.
So at first, she didn't embrace me back. Her arms were down, but she just wrapped her arms around me and I felt her embrace.
Beautiful. Just allow that energy to flow through you as long as you need.
Right? She's weeping, I'm weeping, and we're just connecting. Sending her love energy and healing. Because she's so sensitive, I can feel her feeling this, like in her physical body, like in this moment, she's feeling it. Like I can see both at the same time. It feels so good. It's beautiful. I just like can't wait to go home and like embrace her again.
Beautiful. Anything else that's important for her to know today about her husband or her daughter or her other children?
I just got a visual of her husband and her daughter connecting hands together. And then they're embracing her and sending out this like love energy. It's very vulnerable for me.
Mm-hmm.
To accept it. I don't know why it's so hard. It's hard for me. It's like it's been there the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't accept it. And I'm trying to accept it right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder when they connect together for some reason. It's I don't know why.
Why is that? Allow yourself to feel into that and understand what's holding you back.
Because they have a very strong bond. And I think sometimes I'm jealous of it. And I sometimes feel that I don't fit in. I feel like this is me coming through and I want to bring you through my higher self because I feel like there's more. I'm going to visualize again for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming from the adversary. It's all coming from them trying to make me believe these things that aren't true. It's if they can keep me pushing them away, then they keep me in a space of feeling alone and jealous and all of those emotions that don't come from the light side.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to push them out today. I need to allow them in to embrace me and to feel of their love for me and to not push them away. So I'm allowing them, visualizing them coming in and they're surrounding me and we are embracing. And I'm going to connect heart to heart and allow that connection. And I'm going to push out all of the false beliefs that I have. They're false beliefs, is what they're telling me. Okay, I'm feeling it now. I didn't feel it before, but I'm allowing it in.
What do you feel?
I feel a connection. I feel a heart connection, and I feel like a flow of energy comes through that feels love, like feels light and love. And the best way to say is connection. I feel a connection. Why don't I allow this has, I don't know if we sending me off to the whole physical touch thing, but I don't know if we should save that or continue on.
How about we save that? Because I feel like we need to dive deep into that. And that way we can come at it with a fresh start.
It's
Yeah.
also connected to my childhood. So I feel like we
Mhm.
need to save that because it's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. We'll have a whole nother session to dive into that so you can understand that more and do that clearing work.
Yeah, but it's pushing people away and not allowing them in. There's a question we need to ask about that. So, and it's
Okay.
in connection with those two. Yeah.
Well, I know that everything is in divine timing. So we'll
Yeah.
get together and do that work, and you'll have all of those questions that you need to ask in that session for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the lightness I feel in the work that we've done is so good today, and that I can leave the session feeling at peace with everything. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So before I bring her back, is there any final healing that she needs today? Anything else that she needs to know?
Yes. Last session she was connecting to that blue light.
Mhm.
It's connected to inner earth. It's connected to Mother Earth. It's all connected. We all
Yes.
have it inside of us, and we just want her to um, visualize that blue light again, connecting to all of those sources to bring in some final healing energy. There's more to that power that she can learn by asking questions, and if she continues to connect to that, then she will learn more about what possibilities lie there within the center of her, like the center of Earth, and it's all connected. And she will be able to do more healing for herself. So we're bringing the visualization now, the blue light, it's opening up and expanding out. It's connecting to Gaia, to Source, to inner Earth, to angelic beings. And it's like a healing life source of blue light coming through her system. More people actually need to do this. It will help the process move faster
Mhm.
if more of us can do this, because it's all connected. We're all connected, and it's our system is like the solar system. Our system is a universe, and we need to understand that more and how that works.
Maybe we can also dive into that in our next session and bring some information about that forward.
Yes, yes. It will help speed things up.
Very good. Very good. Any additional final messages today, or are we complete?
We are complete.
Wonderful. I just want to thank you so much for all the beautiful beings and the angels that helped us today. We're so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm now going to ask the higher self and any beings of light that we were speaking with to begin to recede back to your time, space, dimension, and reality. With much love and much thanks for the information that you've shared and the healing that you've
Whoa.
provided. What do you see?
I don't see it. I feel it lifting out of my body.
What do you feel?
Um, it's all just lifting up. It's just moving out. Whoa.
What is
This
moving
is
up?
I don't all these energies. I don't know. This stuff that was connected to me. It's like they were like a part of my body, and now they're going back.
Oh,
They're
you've,
going back. They're going back to
oh,
their places, their dimensions. I'm feeling them. It's so
that's
amazing.
incredible.
It's so amazing. Like, wow, I've never felt that before. Oh,
They were really a part of you during this
they
session
were,
then.
yeah.
Oh
I don't
my
know how
goodness.
many and everything, but wow. I just feel like saying goodbye to them. Oh,
How
okay.
beautiful. Well, so thank you again. Oh my goodness. That's
Uh,
so amazing.